can't do it, then maybe you should let someone who can, like me.
Good day, gentlemen. This is a pre-recorded briefing made prior to your departure, in which for security reasons of the highest importance has been known on board during the mission. Now that you are in Jupiter's space and the entire crew is revived, it can be told you. 18 months ago, the first evidence of intelligent life off the Earth was discovered. It was buried 40 feet below the lunar surface, near the crater Patron. Except for a single, very powerful radio emission aimed at Jupiter, the 4-million-year-old black monolith has remained completely inert. Its origin and purpose still a total mystery.
You're listening to my daddy, All Gorilla MC.
the man, yes, sir, they killed the bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for our legal to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the pack of Lewis.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too short, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. We still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grinding together, we all get hunger.
Chilling. What's up, y'all? Oh man! All right, cool. So,
I'm
so
sorry.
all right, so.
No, I'm kidding. I promise.
Oh, I love the Anya wig. Oh my god.
Oh man! So we here. We here, y'all. We having a good time. So you know the deal. Let's start it up. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta. Hold it down. Bringing in Street Geek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today or year. Coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right. Look, we got panels. We got people here. Sit back, we relax, kick it. You know what I'm saying? We got folks, right? We got discussions and stuff. What else could you ask for? I ask that you just hit that like button, share, subscribe if you would. You know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing that. You're just sitting on the couch. Why don't you go? No, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I'm just glad you're here. It's nice to see y'all sunshiny faces. I'm not by myself. All right, right in the bottom square right here. You know her, you love her. Gamma Rae, say what's up.
Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Gamma Rae Cosplay, lawyer by day, and oh, it's been a day at work, but cosplayer by night, and I guess Anya on the weekend, but really Straw Hat Pirate. I'm very happy to be here. Happy to be with my people.
Cool. It's good to have you. Good to have you. Now, next up, right over here. All right, you've seen him. All right. Doing his thing, trying to chill, all right? Just minding his business, cosplaying like none other. I give you OMG Leeroy, what's up?
Hello. I am OMG Leeroy. On like everything, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, I don't really go on Twitter. Sorry, my bad. I meant TikTok. I don't really be on Twitter. Fine,
You're not on Twitter? You don't want to argue all day?
It's a scary place on there, man. Twitter's terrifying. But yeah, I'm OMG Leeroy on everything. Yeah, I teach. I'm a cool teacher, but I really just enjoy cosplaying. That's my life. I just been in there for a minute. So yeah, but I'm here. Definitely happy to be with everyone, getting to chat it up and just have a nice conversation with everybody. Whatever we got to talk about, I'm here. I'm lively.
That's what's up. And last but not least, all right. Look, what can I say? She sort of likes Batman. She sort of likes she sort of likes Doctor Strange. I give to you Ninja Sama Cosplay. What's up?
The incomparable, the ever so pessimistic, downtrodden. Look, I'm going to be positive on one of these at some point. I am an optimist at heart. You just always get that 1%. It is Ninja Sama Cosplay. Good morning, good evening. Nice to see everybody.
What up? So I brought you guys together. I wanted to do a cosplay panel. I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I talked to my cousins out there in the cosplay world. You know, because it's been another year. You know, last year we had Rip Party. Rip Party will be back, but you know, we had Rip Party last year. And we had the cosplayers come out. Y'all had a whole, you know what I'm saying, a whole little rendition of a fashion show. But I said, you know what, it's been a minute. I wanted to know how the cosplay world is shaking out. So for anyone who's brand new, I like to use the Stanley rule. If you don't know what cosplay is, let me throw it to Gamma. If you could, what is cosplay?
Cosplay, I guess in a nutshell, it is, you know, essentially you being able to dress up in costume as whatever character that your heart desires. But ultimately, I mean, it's just a creative expression, you know, a way to literally embody whoever you want to, because there are no rules in cosplay. You can cosplay any way you want. But yeah, it's just, you know, anybody. I won't even label it as a nerd or a geek thing. I just think creative people in general, if you know, you have a character or you want to bring something to life and show that as your on your body, you know, just dressing up. But yeah.
All right, that's what's up. So you guys know the baseline, what cosplay is, because you know, like Stan Lee says, every comic book is someone's first comic book. So you know, now y'all know what cosplay is. So I'm gonna throw it out to the floor. Con season is, well, it's not coming to a close. It's kind of, there's like a couple more, but then it's gonna go in its dormant state. How has your con season been going? I guess I'll kick it off to Ninja first. How's your con season been going?
So con season has been interesting in a lot of ways. It's the first year since, you know, the Panini started going down that things are kind of getting back to normal as far as public events and things of that nature. So that was an experience in itself. The second part to it is that I moved last year, so I didn't go to like really any cons after I think it was January last year. So all the cons I've been going to this year are a whole different region, whole different group of people, whole different situation. So it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been interesting. It's been new for me.
And you in DMV area? That's where I'm from. So
now,
how do you like the DMV area? I know. Come on, show us some love. Show us a little.
Listen,
peek. I know you ain't from there. I know, but just give us a little peek.
I have no real issues. It's fun. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of my people up here. I'm gonna need the food to match little, you know. I mean, maybe I just haven't been to the right joint yet. Maybe you should give me a referral, you know. But that being said, I mean, there is good food. It's just different. So it's been fun. It's been great. Digging it.
Okay, cool. Leeroy, how's your con season been going?
Oh my. Wow. I tend to go pretty hard on the con seasons. I will travel coast to coast for cons, honestly. I've been back and forth to Florida and California like no tomorrow. Ever since, January of this year, I've gone to quite a few, but it's a lot of like SAC anime, fanime, a lot of ones in California. If I go to Florida, it's like MetroCon, MegaCon.
Okay.
Hallmats was last year in December, but I mean, we're definitely planning to go to that this year. So there's only a few more cons left. I know like we have like San Diego Comic-Con's going on right now. We got in August up here, we got like SAC Anime Winter, something like that. Yeah, winter. And they're going to, no, it's summer. Yeah, it's summer. So we're going to summer. So we still have winter, which is in January. So that's still next year. But yeah, we still got a summer con up here. And then still looking forward to Hallmat. For me, I guess like I've been definitely vibing like heavily with like the cons. I guess I'm really used to, I have sensitive skin, so I just would normally, I went my whole life wearing masks normally. So when COVID hit, I was like, oh, everybody could join me. Yeah. But you know, so that didn't really bother me. I can walk around for days in a mask. But I know it's like, it is definitely like, you know, calming down. There's been like, it's just been like the extreme of things, and like, you know, people being able to walk around without masks as long as you're like vaccinated and stuff like that. And especially where like in California, where it's like heavily like, you got to be vaccinated out here, or else you really can't go do nothing. You basically stuck. You can't go eat nowhere. You can't do nothing. Especially like, you know, San Francisco, LA areas are very like, you know, heavy with like people being vaccinated and things like that. So it's definitely helpful. I've been so lucky to not catch COVID at all this entire time. I'm very.
You too. See, we here. We holding strong.
Yeah, I stay in my mask and I don't really be up in people's face. So like, you know, I mean, I guess it's allowed me to be like able to be like, yeah, I'm surprised I'm doing this. I mean, you know, so I'm definitely enjoying the con season. I'm definitely excited for like the last cons that are coming, and just to be hanging out more with friends. Anime Expo was really good, but I really enjoyed, like, I think Fanime was like probably my favorite of this year. Fanime was like back in May. That con was it's just been nice because that was the first Fanime since COVID. They were closed since 2020. So this is their first time coming back, and like everyone was there. It was so good. Just we like partied super hard every night. It was just really nice. It was honestly just good. And I get to see friends I normally don't get to get get to see. So yeah, that was a really good one. Definitely enjoying this con season. I know next year is going to be even better. More people will get to be introduced to con. Yeah, so I'm excited for those. Excited.
And I still kind of feel bad about missing Anime X because I live in LA and like I haven't been to one.
Oh,
I've been in LA. I moved here technically I missed the one in 2011 because I didn't move here until August.
Oh man.
But I always, it's because it's July 4th. It's the fourth weekend.
Yeah.
You be like, you're chilling, you're getting ready for the fourth, and you're like, oh snap, Anime X.
Anime X, they always do it around July 4th weekend. I guess it's easier to get people out there. I don't know. But
holiday cons are good. I'm a fan of them. It's a way to get an extra day off.
Yeah.
So your plan is according. I know MomoCon in Atlanta is during Memorial Day weekend. You got Dragon Con during Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
The more of those, the better.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm signing up.
What is it? LA Comic Con. I've rarely missed that, but there's nothing special around it. It's so it's easy to be like, oh, okay, cool. Sometimes it's around Halloween because it's kind of like towards
October?
the end.
Yeah.
It's towards the end of October, but I mean, there's not like a big. Well, some people go all out for Halloween.
Yeah.
But like for me, I'm just like watch some horror movies and I gotta like.
Yeah, I felt that. Anime Expo, like I really enjoy the way that they like being on July 4th. I don't know. For me, it's really smart. I don't know how they do it because they get like really big names to come there. I have friends that are from like Italy and Japan that will come there. Like you'll never see crazier guests than an Anime Expo. I don't know how they do it. I'm like, how are you guys doing this? You guys get everyone over here. It's kind of crazy.
They hold it down. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Gamma. Cosplay season, con season, how you doing? What's the deal? I know you're getting your lawyer on. I know you're doing that. But,
well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to go to as many cons as I would like. I'm used to planning out my whole year and just like adding a new con, but life just kind of had something else planned for me. Had to have back-to-back surgeries, and then so I was on a long hiatus, but there was a virtual space, so I was able to kind of pop in here or there. I attended a couple of virtual cons, and that was pretty cool. But this year I was able to attend the local cons here in the Jackson, Mississippi area. So I went to Mississippi Anime Fest. And that was literally like last minute. Like I kind of woke up and told my husband, I was like, you know what? I want to go. Like, let's just go. And we went and I dressed up. I pulled something out of my closet and I was Dolores and it worked. And the kids actually like, oh my gosh, we don't talk about Bruno. So it was fun. But then I had to have another surgery. So I was like, can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. So I was on another hiatus, but luckily I had healed up in time to attend summer for the Mississippi Comic Con. Because I had a panel for that one, which I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot because it just like was totally under the radar. I don't know. I think they did I know they did some like management changes or ownership changes of the con. Yeah, and I won't get into those details. I've heard the tea and I'm just like, okay then. So I was like, wow. But I attended that one and just pulled something out of my closet. But I don't know, I want to get back out there and go to cons like heavily like I was prior to all my surgeries and everything, but just life is taking a real like toll, and everything. But so I'm just kind of decided to take a little breather. But I will say I am committed, because I already committed to this, to Mid-City, Lord have mercy, Mid-Micro City Con in Baton Rouge, which I'm very sad that I won't get to see Sherry. I was like, no.
Oh yeah, Mid-City Microcon. Shouts out.
I'm so sad, but I'm going to that. That's in August. But after that, I think I'm gonna take like a little cleanse, a little break, but I still will be cosplaying, but just not trying to rip and run and do panels and stuff like that, just kind of actually just being able to enjoy and not being like on such a, I gotta be here, I gotta show up, just show up when I want to show up and talk about when I want to talk about when I feel like it, not on nobody else's time. If that makes sense.
I keep from Blourishes in the chat. Oh boy, you a trip. So anyway, I know we've been able to talk about some good stuff. All right. In the title, I have cosplaying while black, and that hashtag became a thing. At least it came across my desk here at NERDSoul News. No, but came across my desk because, of course, when you try to do things and just mind your business and just be black, people don't want to let you do that. They don't want to let you shine. They don't want, they don't want you to live your life. So apparently, people is angry that, you cosplaying somebody and they ain't black and you ain't supposed to be doing this if you black and this, that, and the third. Question I'll just throw this to anyone who wants to answer. Has cosplaying while black gotten better since around 2017 when I started seeing it? 17, 18, something like that?
Ooh.
Is it better now, or is the hateration still there?
You just got to break it down into category, to be honest. Now, if you're talking about like resources and commodity, that's way better. It was way easier to get an Afro wig on Amazon and not look like Boo Boo the Fool now. You can actually get, like a 4C, little 3A, whatever you want. You got some variety. That was not a thing about 7 years ago. Things like that. Of course, with blurred being a more common, acceptable, digestible term, people are coming out the woodwork, and you got social media, you got black cons popping up here and there. All that's great. The hateration in this dancery still comes from the microaggressions, the racism, all that. Yeah, that's still there.
Okay.
And political climate and stuff amplifies that,
True.
Things of that nature. There's more infighting because it just is more common and yet still niche enough to have competitive. The market is pretty competitive. I don't know why people think they got to work against each other. But
yeah, why? I'll touch on that in a second.
But I'm gonna keep it short. But it's just like there's certain parts that's gotten better. There's certain parts that are still the same or prevalent, and there's some things that might have deteriorated a little. But that's just because I feel like we're in a transitional period.
Yeah, definitely. Just to like piggyback off what you're saying, because she was rocking it. Yeah, she's hitting all the points. Definitely. Like it's dear God, 2017 was like Xbox Live Lounge. That was a tough time to be cosplaying. God, yeah. It was
Xbox Live can be rough out there, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
They better never find. If they find out you black, it's over.
Yeah, but now
if they think you black, it's over.
Yeah, it's definitely. I guess what's helped a lot is like definitely. I'm just gonna be honest. Like TikTok definitely helped change and shape a lot of how like cosplay has been done. It's definitely like, just because people get to see a lot more of us now. I mean, yes, it's not as much as you're gonna see like of like white cosplayers. There's still definitely pushed way higher. You're gonna see like them, they're always gonna be like the way bigger, more followers, all this stuff like that. But to even like put some light onto this a little more than there was before is definitely like helpful. And I'm grateful for even like my little bits that even I get to as well. So I'm not even gonna like stress or even like come attack it, because it is definitely helping. But I mean, yeah, it's always going to be there. Not always, but it's just still hanging around. It hasn't changed heavily. I mean, it's not gonna be as detrimental and heavy as it was before, but it's still around a little bit. But I'm just happy that it's definitely definitely changing. Because like right now we're in 2022, and like you can't be saying the stuff you were saying before. There were some things people was getting real brave with, and you don't see that no more, because they'll take you out quick. You'll be dragged. I mean, especially out here in California, we don't play that. Me and my friends, we got a nice set group. When we go to the cons, hey, it's inclusion. It's inclusion, or you out. It's inclusion or everyone. Yeah, no, you out. We don't play that.
I've seen some people get dropped from panels and stuff. I've seen some stuff happen where it's like, yeah, we saw something you said last week, and we don't, because I mean, as a business, as like say I have the convention, as a business, I don't need people up here, protesting and stuff because you don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go.
It's a business. I mean, it's a
business, man.
Business. I mean, you gotta ask yourself, do you want to associate yourself with this type of brand or this type of individual? What's the impact? All that, you know, and that's where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just in it. I'm out here just trying to cosplay and be Black and stay alive and have fun, like Black excellence, a dash of cosplay on top, like. So like what, you know, Ninja was saying, I don't, and I've expressed, you know, me and her talked about this, like, I just don't get like why there's enough out there for everybody, like why we all just can't like each other on support. I mean, I think people get so caught up on this, like, I created this trend, I created this hashtag, I created this challenge, I did this cosplay this way, and, you know, somebody that follows me just decided to do it again. I mean, I get it. I get you could be annoyed and frustrated, but my thing is like, imitation is the best form of flattery. So, I mean, just, I don't know, I just feel like there's just no point in taking it that serious. Literally, it's cosplay. There are no rules. I mean, there are rules when it comes to just blatant respect to human being, like that's, but that's a whole other level. But in the realm of cosplay, there are no rules. It's just about having fun. And, you know, just because somebody dressed up or did the same challenge, does that mean they're stealing away your followers? You know, I don't know. I don't have enough followers or a big enough brand to where I really understand all that. So I won't pretend to, but I feel like people who do take it there, you know, whether Black, white, you know, person of color, you know, I think that's kind of where it gets into that whole, like, just politics. And it's just like, I just want to have fun. Like, why everybody gotta be serious when I hear? Like, can we just talk about anime in the latest episode?
I definitely get what you're saying about, like, there should be a part of this that's like, I guess, a decompression, because it's like, you know, creative expression is like time to have fun. And I guess, you know, no matter what you get into, I guess there's going to be some stuff. But go ahead, Leeroy. I thought I was cutting you off, or?
Oh, no. I was just, I was definitely agreeing with it. I see that with so much. It's crazy online, just how you see like big fights over who's creating what, and like how someone's, you know, take away from things. There's people who are, I mean, I guess it depends on the level that you're going into cosplay as well matters. Because some people are just there just to have fun. And some people are like trying to make a hardcore business and like they're fighting for it and everything like that. So I guess it just depends on the level that people are at too. I definitely feel more of just like the funner and just want to just go out and enjoy with everyone. You know, plan a photo shoot, bring some friends out, want to make some stuff. All the crazy stuff online, I'm not really too bothered or worried about, you know. I just want to, it doesn't matter. You could have the smallest following and you could invite me to something, or you can be biggest following. I don't care. I'm going to come. You want to do something with me? I'm going to help. If I got the time, I'm going to jump out there and I got you, you know. It's definitely more about spreading, like, you know, love, and just because we've all grown from somewhere. None of us just like had a great, like, you know, a great platform, whatever, at some point. We definitely have to start somewhere. So you definitely got to remember that when people are taking those steps forward.
All right,
I mean, I always say,
oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I always say that, like, cosplay is one of those activities, hobbies, whatever you want to call it. You get out of it what you put into it. So if you're feeding into the negative energy, just because y'all, you know, someone wants to, you know, get into it or get into a spat or have drama, and this is across the board. It's not specific to Black cosplay, because everybody be wilding out at cons, you know, a lot of he said, she said, they said, all that stuff, but just the politics, so on and so forth. Like, I'm like, miss me with that. So whenever it kind of comes to me, I'm like, oh girl, that's wild. I put in the piggy bank and then I go about my business. You know, I'm like, but what's happened from that, as far as that type of drama goes, my name is never in it, because I'm like, I just don't have time to be messy like that. I'm having my little drink and I'm running around and playing games and doing stuff like that. I don't have time for, you know, the other stuff, really.
Okay, now I did want to pull out a piece of Gamma's statement about the Black excellence, because I think there is a lot of ingenuity, creativity, and just unique blends that are kind of like being mixed. In even just the photos that I guess probably for you guys are just like, oh, throwaway. if you could go into a little bit, and I guess I'll start off in this case with Leeroy. Could you go into kind of like everything you put into the cosplay? Because I'll say there was an event that went on last year where Black cosplayers were disrespected, and and one of the people that were at that event they kind of like doubled down, like Black cosplayers ain't doing nothing, they ain't that good or whatever. But you know, I be seeing like full face paint and all kind, like, you know, knitting and sewing and stuff. I'm like, yo, there's like mad, like even with the kind of like the pipe that you made, it's like mad work. So I mean, if you could just go into some of the process that you go through for any one of like your cosplays.
God, I gotta start way back because I've been sewing since I was 8 years old. So I've been sewing for a very long time. That was like
so you were pro in the game.
Oh, I've sold a lot of really nice cosplays for a lot of people. Not just me. I've done them for like other people too. And like most of the time that I do them, I guess what helped me get good to the place that I'm at where I could just go and make whatever was I didn't do it for like, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not, I guess maybe for the fame, I don't know. But more so it's for like the experience. You get so much from just trying things. I've learned that like even if you're not going to end up using it, even if it just gets trashed, even if you totally just mess it up, you learn from that experience. You don't take a loss, you take a lesson. I run that so crazy. That's like one of my like hardcore things I run by forever. I work with everything. I sew. I'm a hardcore foam smith. Foam became like my love more into as I got into cosplay because although I've been sewing since I was 8, I got into cosplay, like literally into it when I was in like 2016. So I've been cosplaying pretty hardcore since then. I've just been jamming out things. Everything you see me cosplay, from Cyborg to Echo to Twice. All these cosplays are like handmade by me. Everything from the bodysuits that I sew to like the foam armor that I make. Everything. I made so many different props, and I mean, there's literally countless hours I go into it. I could never amount like how much I go into everything I've done. But like some cosplays, they'll just be, I'll be working on it for months, and then I'll just be quiet and working on stuff, and I just pop up and they're like, "Where did you get that? There's no way you just made that." And I was like, "I've been quiet for like 2 months. I've been quiet." There's a lot of just like, and I guess it's just like more of how you get yours, how like the self motivation as well too. Because like I said, if you're doing it for like money and everything like that, I don't like. Now I'm making like cool money from like cosplay, but back 2020, 2018, it was all just me. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I guess it helped too as well, being able to like make everything. I guess that was like you would think it's cheaper, but buying as much foam as I buy, it's not really that much cheap. Foam's pretty expensive. I mean, I guess material wise.
I didn't know foam was expensive like that. Foam is expensive?
When you buy as much as I do, yeah,
I don't sell when I can.
He buying like Costco amounts of foam. Like,
oh man, yeah. If I could, I would. But sometimes it just gets crazy. You have to like kind of know where to look. Sometimes I be going with the cheap foam, and you just gotta know how to work it around. I'm telling you. But yeah, I guess it's been more so the biggest thing is how much I've been able to like put out with other people too, more than just for me. I know it's like helped me as well to a lot. It's just like what I've been able to make for other people. Because it's like there's just things I want to make, but I'm like, I'm never going to use that. That's just not going to be. I'm making like really cool tutus and other things like that. I'm like, no, there's no way I'm going to be using that. Oh, hold on, I just touched something. Okay, sorry, had to fix that. But like there'll be like tutus and other things that people want me to make, and like I can never do this, Leeroy. And I was like, I got you. I'll just dive in there. So that's another thing, being able to help just specific cosplays that I would never do myself. I wish I could just bring up, because I have a whole list and put them on there, but it's okay. I'll probably send you some stuff, and so you can edit things. I'll probably send you some things. But also just besides that, I guess the biggest thing for me would be the ability to bring cosplays that you don't normally get to see. Because I guess like Cyborg, Echo, all these like, Black characters, they're out there. People just be like, but people don't like it. They're the ones that people know, but there's not a lot of them. So, and there's like, I was like, I was saying about cosplay characters, and I was like, where's Cyborg from Teen Titans? Where's all the Echo cosplays or anything like that never happened? And Raihan from Pokemon, no one's doing them. And I'm like, oh my God, somebody gotta do somebody. So, I'll go up in the work. And it's been, just the messages I get about like, Leeroy, like as a Black person, you made me feel comfortable enough to get out there and cosplay, and that I'll take those with me forever. I get them all the time. Because I'm in California, we don't got a big like Black community of our cosplayers. Like all the Black cosplayers, I'm pretty sure I know them out here, and that's like how small it's. I hear like I think Gamma's from like Mississippi, so I'm sure we got our people out there, but like over here in California, it's small. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of us out here, so yeah, it's
real small.
People don't know about Echo right now.
Yeah, they know about it now.
When that Project L drops, and I start cracking some heads.
Yes, yeah, I'm trying to. Anytime I just be looking, I'll be like, where the colorful people at? I'll be hunting them down because I'll be wanting to bring them out there. I definitely got named for it. And then even just the like, I guess wigs too as well because I also make a lot of wigs. And it's very special because like the wigs that we need, they don't really got them. I mean, even like it's gotten better, but like like my Echo from Arcane, that wig 100% made by me. And like people always ask me so much, where'd you get this wig, Leeroy? And I'm like, you ain't gonna find it because I had to make that. People understand like the amount of, and it's like I'm literally up there.
I got that from OMG Leeroy Enterprises.
Yeah. I mean, I remember my mom dreading people's hair, literally, and I was like, I could make that wig. I just need some beeswax, some gel. I can make that. Like literally, me over here dreading a wig, like literally no cap. That's sometimes you just gotta get really down in there and dirty and just do it yourself. So I'm at a place I love right now where I can feel comfortable making any cosplay and like knowing it'll come out good. I'm at that point. There was a time where I was like, man, I don't know if I should be doing this. I'm probably wasting like days of work right now trying to do this. This might not come out too cool, but I got to a place where I'm comfortable and I'm like, people trust me to make. Yeah.
Then with that said, going down and dirty, I'm gonna throw it to Gamma real quick because there's a cosplay of yours that I want to bring up, but a lot of people think like, oh, I just go to, they're just, they just bought that off the rack, which you can do, but you did. I can't remember the character from Demon Train. He's in the video game, in the fighting game, he's mad cheap, but that and the Demon Slayer has a fighting game, and that particular character is extremely cheap, but you did like the veins in the head and the full face paint. So it's like, man, people be thinking you just throw on a hat. And even though, I mean, my cosplay would be mad simple. It'd be a character with a hat. They'll be like, pow, I'm done. I'll be like, is the character ball? Boom, got you. I'm dead. But
no, that was a fun cosplay. That was the first cosplay I did coming off of the recovery of my first surgery. So it was like, I just want to do something, take my mind off of it. And I started off like, oh, this will be easy. I watched YouTube videos. I got my whole Mayron makeup kit, with the latex and the fake glue and all that good stuff. So I'm like, I got this with the veins. I looked at the pictures. I sketched it out. I made my little prosthetics. It's going to be cool. So I started off early that afternoon and it into the wee hours of like when 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. hit, and I was like halfway, like still like doing it. It was one of those like, Rachel, you committed. Like there's no way you can stop now. Like
you
cannot take this off your face and then try again tomorrow. Like you got to push through, girl. Like no sleep. Like it be like that. So I pushed through and I finished it up, and it looked like the sun was coming up, and I was like, I'm about to take these pictures and then I can go to sleep. But yeah, sometimes it's like once you commit, you got to ask yourself, like, are you just gonna wipe away and then like come at it later? Or I mean, if you just sacrifice some sleep, you about to have a dope cosplay, and that's where I feel like it's important to, almost like real recognize real. Like I did that for me. Like I wasn't doing that to post for likes. I wasn't doing it to, jump on any bandwagon or anything like that. No shade.
No.
But I was like, this is for me. This is part of my this is the first cosplay I'm doing since my surgery. I've been like bedridden and all I want to get back out there, and I'm trying something different. I'm about to kill the game for myself, and so I just pushed through. But yeah, I can definitely relate to what Leeroy says about just those attempts where like, Cause at first I was like, do I need to attempt this? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I barely know how to put regular makeup on. I'm about to do a whole like veins and facial paint. And yeah, but I was happy with how it turned out. I was tired, couldn't see out of my contacts, but I thought it was dope. I hope to do it again, you know, put a little more, you know, refinement on it. But yeah, I just kind of like challenging myself, and I'll go, and now I can announce, you know, we were on a, you know, hush hush, we couldn't say anything, but now I can announce that I am a finalist in the Crunchyroll Expo cosplay contest.
Hey.
So I'm
Congrats.
excited.
Crunchyroll. That's what's up, Crunchyroll. Can you update your Roku app, please?
I think I'm on place. I'm excited.
All right, so on to Ninja about on the line of like creativity, because you also do there was, matter of fact, speaking of, I was thinking of like you do a lot of stuff that's just not like out of a kit, but I remember Gamma, you were talking about one that you two did together, and something like she had like a shaved head. It was one. You were like, oh girl, you was committed. And Ninja was like, nah. You were like,
Ninja killed it.
I was okay. I did not. The only shave I've ever done. I thought you did
for a second though. I was like, oh
no. The only shave I've ever done was years ago. I did just a very small little chola gangsta for Sombra a long time ago. That's it. And even then, people are online. They're like, your eyebrow's never gonna grow back. It's like, okay. No, that was just multiple wig caps, because I didn't want to do the whole ball cap thing. I have a severe latex allergy. I've worn latex for cosplay, and it don't turn out pretty. Anyway, anyway, so I did a bunch of wig caps, kind of did makeup along the edge there, and then just a little smidge of mother Photoshop along the edge there, just to take out that one little thing. But it actually looked better in person than I thought it would. And then I used a half wig instead of a full wig, attached it to the wig caps that way to get it on the side there, and then razored the edges so it looked like it was going out the scalp a little bit.
Yo, because you had a brother over here like, oh snap, yo, she committed to the game. Yo, homegirl said, look.
Hey, at least I know I got kind of a smooth egghead. Like if I need it, if I wanted to. I could be a little baby smooth, rock a little head tattoo, a little Mike Tyson.
He was like, how you make yourself look so tall? Because being mine, I think I'm either the same height, I might be an inch taller.
You were a little short. You were just a smidge shorter than me. I was wearing heels in that one, but we weren't physically together. So that was just really, I think like I use like the picture where you like squatted, you do the homie little thing. And then like, I'm trying to make myself look all puffed up. Like I actually got height in these stumps, which I don't. But it looked like I was tall in that picture. But nah, we're actually
I was like, oh snap, she shaved her head. She out here living. You know what I'm saying? She out here, she like, look, I'm gonna do it for the cosplay games. Pow.
Gang.
I was like, I guess she just going cosplay people that got like a short side of hair for like the next like 2 to 3 months till it come back. I guess she just.
I mean, it's a fairly popular character style. I could have just been change my name to Ninja Shaved Head cosplay.
Go ahead.
They used the photo that you edited of our Tokyo Avengers as my promo photo for the Crunchyroll. So I was like,
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. A girl got skills. Got skills.
In going into the creativity, I guess I'll start off with Ninja and then go around the horn, whoever wants to pick it up. Like with that creativity, how do you pick your next cosplay? Is it a situation where you're just like, I love this show? Or is it like, this is something that's hard to do, and I think I can like, hit like a degree of difficulty thing? Like, how do you pick? Because every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, see what you're doing. But I don't know, or do you have like a list like, all right, in January,
I have a running list. It's not necessarily designated by order or anything like that. It's just like, this is what I want to do. And I usually keep it by year. Every so often, a few kind of make it over to the next year, but for the most part, I try to get them all through. I'm inspired by characters that are always just kind of slightly off-centered. Like I usually don't play unless I just like usually don't cosplay as like the main character, at least not often. I'm usually doing something a little adjacent. I do a lot of gender bends. I would say that's probably one of my most commonalities is that I do a lot of gender bending. It's just really just characters that I feel like I can emulate in a certain way and still be myself. It's kind of like putting on like a power suit. Like when you go like 80s montage, you put on your power suit, you go like, it makes you feel a certain type of way. So when I cosplay certain characters, like I feel different depending on what's going on. So I just like, it's literally just like, part of it is like, oh, there's a niche because it's like maybe a lot of people didn't do that character, or maybe there's a twist, there's something a little different about it. But also it's just like just characters I kind of want to do, like characters I find really fun, like Kite Man from Harley Quinn, or you know, Rock Lee, Beast Boy, Miles Morales. Like I don't, you know, it's not, you don't normally just see me in a Wonder Woman costume, which I kind of want to do, but I want to do a certain kind. I want to do her from Themyscira with part Grecian robes, traditional robes. Like it's just ways of just taking something and then kind of building upon it to your own comfort. Then you can worry about the budget and the skill level and all that. Just do what you do, who you want to do.
Okay, Leroy.
Oh yes, I will jump in there. I guess it's a little bit of everywhere. I wish I was more scheduled as I wish I could be, but sometimes it's just depending on what you can do at that time. Because like I said, I am a teacher as well. So sometimes fitting timing into there is just difficult. And there's things I'm like, I want that done. Like if I could get things done super fast, I will go for it. Most of the time, I try to prioritize like, so for instance, for characters, I mean, I always just have like characters I want to do. They're just always there. I'm like, they're in my brain. When I figure out and I slowly get material for them, and then I truly start it. Most of the time, it's like a gathering process, you know, getting the phone, getting the material. Once I got that, I'm like, okay, what can I really start on this? That's not going to make me focus. I'm not going to spend like 6 hours today when I have to do other things on it, you know? So it's being careful and everything. Like for instance, like wigs, for instance, I'm not even joking. I'm literally up here dreading a new Tundra wig this morning. This is like literally dreaded and like, it's like held down with pins for like after taking it out, I was going, you know, all dreaded and everything's going really nice. But like I had time to do that this morning. So I was like, you know what, I'll get that going and put it on the side, let it finish doing this thing, and then I'll jump back in wherever else I can, you know? On my list for sure. Also, I noticed the bigger ones that are just going to take a lot of time, I just put them way further out and just work on a few little things here and there. That way I don't end up spending, you know, so much time on it when I need to do other things as well. So like, for instance, I want to do like Meruem from like Hunter x Hunter. So, because I freaking love that character, he's amazing, but that's going to be major. So it's pretty far back. And I'm just working on like, oh, the helmet here and there, the tail, some sleeves, but like things like for my Knuckles cosplay, that was really easy. I just grabbed like, you know, red tank top, red pants, sew like straps on and everything, made my gloves, worked on a wig. So that was easier to do. I could do that one in a quick go, but some like Meruem or what else is like happening right now? I'm making Vi's gauntlets from Arcane. So that's massive and they're moving. So I'm like, as I'm working,
they're moving too?
Yeah. I can grab a finger for you here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even though Arcane, I love that anime, but I ain't gonna front. I have issues with like the physics of that thing, but I don't ask no questions. I just enjoy
yeah, these are like the fingers that are going to be like actually like moving and like flapping and everything, and it's just like zip ties. I can just like pull them and it'll just go with it, but I don't want to pull it too hard because we're still working on making this guy bend. But yeah, but slowly just getting them into place. They're going to be put onto like the hand and everything, but yeah, I just get pieces that I slowly start to get together, and then once I'm ready, slap it all together. So yeah, I mean the gauntlets aren't for me. I mean they're for me to own, but I'm not going to like cosplay Vi. I just literally want the gauntlets, but I know that that's going to take some time. So I'm just, working on things as I can. And then like, once I, if I need a new cosplay, I'm like, oh, let me just make something quick, But definitely just the bigger cosplays take more time. I push them further out. If it's simple, I'll grab it and knock it out. It's depending on my timing, that's all. Notice my timing has been a little rougher since I started teaching. It's definitely been harder to do things. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm happy to get whatever I can done. What did I do recently? I did Knuckles, and I just gotta look around my room and I'll know what I did. Knuckles, and I don't know, I just made something else. It probably wasn't for me. I probably made something else for someone else. Yeah. But yeah, just that's my basic thing. For harder cosplays, put those boys out because dear God. If I get stuck working on something, I spend like 6-10 hours a day on it. That's not too great when I have like other things to do too. So yeah, gotta sprinkle myself here and there.
Okay. All right, Gamma.
Yeah, I get inspired through just watching anime. I mean, I am seriously addicted to anime. I have an anime addiction. I watch it all the time. Anything new, I will binge, especially if it's on Netflix, whatever's on Crunchyroll. Like, that's me. But I'm kind of like what Ninja said. Like, I am a fan of like the main lead characters, the popular characters, but I find it a fun challenge of bringing to life or cosplaying as the obscure, like very side characters who like you love and they pop up, just every now and then. But I kind of like to bring them to life. For Dr. Stone, my favorite cosplays was doing Suika and Chrome. I had fun, making the melon helmet and figuring out how I can do the eyes so I can like see, but not have like big holes, like covering that up. And all that. I don't want, it's in the other room. And, I just find it a challenge of, I love this character. How can I sprinkle a little Black girl magic on it too? So I might add a little kinky curly wig, might add some faux locks, braids, just some kind of twist of bringing out my personality into it as well. But I've definitely, I don't know why, I used to think it was just me, but I've realized it's just cosplayers, the con crunch. Like, I don't know why. I know how. I have all this time. I've planned it. I have like each week I've worked on stuff piece by piece. It's mapped out. You set a plan. You cut off time. You prepped and prepared. But without fail, literally week of, night before, you got to have the cosplay ready and ready to go. Literally hours in the car on the way to a con, ironing, hot gluing, super gluing, all that kind of stuff together, pinning. We do it. And it's like literally, all right, I'm surprised, like, well, actually, I'm pretty sure all of our anxiety and like just mentally just like goes out the window. But once we put it on and we just like walk into that space, all that stress and like angst and like, torture kind of goes away, because all it takes is that to hear those first words of like, oh my gosh, you cosplaying as such and such. Like, almost kind of like that confirmation, like, you know what, I did it. I brought this character to life in my own way and people still recognize it. It's something special about it. But I'm currently have an ongoing list of cosplays. I have about 5 cosplays in the making right now. Only thing I've got for my Setsuna is my weapon, and let's see. And
made sure you got the weapon though.
Literally, I've started on this, but I need to start on the rest of the cosplay. But then I get distracted, and then I found inspiration because I was cleaning out my cosplay closet. I was like, spring cleaning. I don't have any space left in this room. My husband is like, stop taking over the rest of the house. You need to stay in your room. So I had to like do a little deep clean, and I found some of my very first cosplays, and I'm like, I think my skills have improved. I'm going to try to redo these again. So I picked 3. My Princess Habana jacket I made, I'm going to redo that. Actually, they're all Fire Force, my Fire Force cosplays. So I'm excited to see how they look now that my skills have, I feel like they've definitely improved. I use a sewing machine now instead of a hot glue gun. So we'll see. Because hot glue gun was my best friend in the beginning of my cosplay days. I was like, sewing? Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, they use this hot glue and super glue. It's gonna be, yeah, that didn't work last long. But yeah, it's just kind of like whenever the feeling hits, or mentally where I'm just like wanting to, you know, be more in a happy place, just a better mental place. Cosplaying literally has been a lifesaver for my mental health just throughout all this with COVID, my surgeries, dealing with my fertility journey, like all that. It's been a nice thing to kind of come back to and create something that is my own, because I'm doing it for myself and it makes me happy. And so I'm gonna be cosplaying until I might be in my coffin, and that might be my last like will and testament. Put me in my favorite cosplay, and everybody who shows up to my funeral needs to be in a cosplay. Like, that is how passionate I am about it now.
Word up. I think that's a good place. I think that's a good place to end it. I'll go to Ninja, and then Leeroy last, and then we can share where you find you. But what has cosplay been for you? And I'll throw that to Ninja first.
Cosplay to me has been an outlet. It's been a coping mechanism. It's been a social tool. It's been a creative inspiration. And you know, it's fun, and it should always be fun. There are, you know, times where either cosplay or just the social aspects or anything, just with the world going on, you have to unplug for a little bit. Because there was a time at one point, maybe about a couple of years back, I was just overwhelmed, had some deaths in the family, and I just was like, do I really feel like putting this wig on today and just, you know, doing what I'm doing, or, you know, going to this event? And if the answer at some point was no, then when I got back into it, it was, you know, it wasn't a long time, I guess, in this scheme of things. But then when I got back into it, it was like, this is also somehow what I was missing. I had to re-fall in love with it. But yeah, I just want to say, I guess at this point in time, you know, no matter what you believe your skill level is, or what you're crafting or what you're not, what you're thrifting, what you're buying, whatever. Like Gamma said earlier tonight, just make sure, you know, it's for you and that you're having fun. It's literally, cosplay is really supposed to be that. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be playing. It's supposed to be playful, light. Don't feel bogged down by it. Don't feel intimidated by it. Everyone's first cosplay, no matter what it is. It literally could be, like you said, in a hat, and it still is intimidating, because cosplay is a state of mind. If you're telling yourself you're cosplaying, even if you're just wearing the color palette of Naruto for the day, you're just got on orange and blue, and in your mind, you're like, man, that's a little Naruto serve. In your mind, you are now you're cosplaying. No one can tell you different. No one can say you ain't cosplaying because you're Black. You ain't cosplaying because you're big. You ain't cosplaying because you're the wrong gender, so on and so forth. No, it's about you. So just keep that in mind, and then be positive about it. Try to stay positive about it. And when you don't feel like you're being positive about it, it's okay to take a break. No one, you know, you should never feel pressured. One other thing, and then I'm just gonna, you know, I'll pass it on. When Gamma said, you know, at this point she's riding it down to the grave, and I feel like I would be doing a disservice to not put up one for Eric Harris. Rest in peace. He was a cosplayer that passed away last week, and his services, I think, was tonight, in terms of people. He's up here in the DMV area, for people that could show up to the wake and cosplay and all that. And that's what I mean by keeping it positive, no matter what, even if it's not a necessarily positive time. So just wanted to give one shout out up to him, and yeah, go for it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. For real. Yeah. All right, Leeroy.
Oh yes, man. Definitely well said. There's cosplay's been, it's been a lot of things to me. It took me a while to really and like fully accept where I'm like at in like the cosplay world, and like, you know, and I'm like, okay, like is this what I really really want to do? Do I really want to like stay up on this, you know? And because there's always going to hear a lot of things from other people. Oh, you need to do like an actual job and all these other things. You need a hobby that's more productive or something that makes money and all these things. And like, even after you're making money and stuff, people are still going to say things, you know. You can literally just like, you know, your cosplay could fly and there's still someone's going to talk crap about your cosplay. Literally just, you know, so it's always going to be a thing. Definitely. But it's just been a major outlet for me. Of course, I feel like hopefully it's, you know, could become that for just anyone. But yeah, it's been like a huge outlet for me getting to work with cosplayers I never thought I'd ever get to meet in ever. But, you know, people have just been so insanely just nice and like loving and open. I just definitely appreciate that. I like met like the best people for sure in the world. And I know I'm going to be even more and more amazing people through this. That's like one of the things I really take from cosplay most is that like the amazing people you get to meet. You get to meet so many people, going to conventions and everything. Like my best friend in the world I met through like cosplay, and it'll always be like such a huge inspiration and important person to me. So we lost him like last Christmas Eve to cancer, but really like one of the best humans I've ever met in the world and taught me so much. And I'm just like, I would have never met them if I've never jumped in a cosplay like that. And just like, you get to really, so many different walks of life. It's really crazy to get to meet these amazing people and just also allowing me to let out all this like artistic energy I have and just give me something I could like positively do. Cause I get stuck in my brain. I'm a person where I'm like, you know, I like to see results. And there's just so many hobbies that like, you know, you do something for so long and you're like, is this doing something? But with cosplaying it, you make something and bam, you just hold it. It's like, damn, I spent all that time and now you're just right here and you can just grab it and you can just hold it and be like, yeah, I made this. No one can take that from me. That's right here. I got that. You know, it's a very nice thing. And it's one of those like few things I know like cosplay is like really helped me, like specific for me and like the way my brain works. This is such like a helpful thing to me. And yeah, I'm just super happy that I've like, you know, chose this as something to get into because man, I chose such a good one. I could have been a car guy or like, I mean, I definitely work out a lot. I definitely keep myself fit, but I wouldn't call myself like a gym rat. I'm just in there just taking care of myself. You know, I'm not like, you know, not a gym rat, not a car guy like that. So I definitely feel like I'm like a very positive, healthy, and like a fun like hobby. It's going to be so good for me. And I just I hope other people just remember that, you know, this is like everyone's playing this for fun and there's no wrong in cosplay. This is your cosplay no matter what. Doesn't matter what you're wearing like that. I really like, you know, really happy that people push that because it's like, it's mostly the cosplayers that push that. I know there's a lot of people that take in our content and everything. They're not cosplayers and they're into fandom people. And like, you know, they just see other cosplayers and like, oh, think cosplayers are just people that dress up sexy or something like that, right? And there's people who really think that, like literally. And, you know, and it's good that we push that out there so we can also help change that stigma and there's things like that. Because, you know, yeah, cosplayers we can be sexy as we want to be, or we can just be as fun and simple as we want to be as well, too. Just, you know, not to understand that, like, we're not just a cookie cutter. We're a monolith. So many different aspects to it, you know? Yeah. So, I really, you know, really appreciate everything that, like, that I've getting to see other cosplayers do, that I've gotten to do, and just been, like, one of, like, the best outlets and hobbies I could have chosen. Very, very happy for what I have right now. Just super grateful. And even getting to meet you guys. I mean, I didn't know the Gamma and Ninja Rae. I just saw all your Instagram stuff right now. That's what's messing me up. But yeah, you guys are amazing. I'm following you guys. Yeah, you guys are sick. I'm just, you know, things like that. I love just the connection and everything like that. I definitely want to be more into like the Black community of like cosplay. I feel like I'm in there, yeah, but I'm not as much as I want to be. So I see other people like, oh, everyone has just like so like they're just so good. They're really into like, you know, they're very in the community. I was like, I want to be more in there. I'm there, but I just want to be more. You know, I'm just taking my time and like getting in there more. I know I'm not gonna try to just shove myself in there. You know, like let it happen. But yeah, I definitely and just enjoying. I don't want to go too far into it, but yeah. So I'm gonna pass it over.
Well, I'll stick with you real quick. Tell people where they can find you. You know, where they can check you out, where they can, you know, see the dope photos and all that.
Oh yes, it is. So it's OMG Leeroy on Instagram. It's technically OMG Leeroy on TikTok because I do make a lot of TikToks. I enjoy TikTok. It's very fun. It's a great outlet. As a cosplayer, we definitely should be using that because, like, you know, TikTok it definitely gives you a lot of views just for no reason. So it's always helpful to help you branch out to other places and allow you to meet other people. Like, it's been very helpful for me to, you know, meet people and like it's a little side cash on there too. So TikTok's really good. I do a YouTube as well. YouTube shorts and like also just YouTube tutorials and things. I'm dropping a YouTube tutorial for chomp bombs from Arcane. I've just been making a lot of stuff from Arcane. So yeah, definitely making a tutorial for that. It's Final Leeroy on YouTube. So yeah. But Twitter and other stuff, I'm not really on there, so y'all don't gotta worry about that. But if you have my Instagram or like my Twitter or I'm not my TikTok, you're good with just those two. I really just live in those areas, just Instagram and TikTok. Those are my playgrounds. I live there. Those places I can be on.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Gamma, where can they find you?
Yes, you can find me at Gamma Rae Cosplay, and that's on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. I was back a little bit, pulled out some cosplays I had in the closet, but on a little hiatus. But I think I want to wait until the competition before I post, any new cosplay pics. I think I'm gonna wait for that. But yeah, check me out on all social media. I think the most interesting videos are the best received videos have been the ones I've done with my husband. So little does he know, I'm gonna have to pull him back in, put him to work. Yeah.
Oh man,
Started having fun.
that video with the wig though.
He tried to play me, man. He tried to play me. I'm not gonna platform it. As soon as they get home, they take their wig off, talking about calling my name. And I was like, what? I'm in the bathroom. He was like, bruh, I thought you were ignoring me. And it was your wig on the couch the whole time. I was like,
that thing killed me, man.
Disaster.
Never a dull moment in the Sprinkle household.
All right, Ninja, where can they find you?
I am Ninja Sama Cosplay at the Ninja Cosplay on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever fine books are sold. I am not on TikTok. I swear to God, Gamma, don't say anything. I'm an experience you have to have live in person. Okay, you just can't.
I'm not
Okay. So
I gave up a long time ago. I just gave up.
For the longest, every live stream, I would say I'm not on TikTok. Yeah. So I was like, just try to get ahead of the game. But I do. My old self does like to watch reels now. So
Hey, reels is good.
I'm on my way.
You're almost there.
Way to TikTok.
Yeah,
I don't even lurk on TikTok, son.
Well, with that said, I want to give a shout out to the chat. Keith Blurtish. Well, Mark Dub too. You know what I'm saying? Mark Dub, I know you're there in spirit. Mark Dub don't, but when you be there, you be there. Big shout out to ZSB Lou, Jenna James. Lala Papa came through. I think Antoine Allen was here earlier, maybe. Azalon, I don't want to screw up your name. I feel like I just screwed up your name, but I didn't mean to screw it up. So, and if I missed you, that's because the names is little and I just probably scrolled too fast. But I also want to thank our guests, Ninja, Gamma, OMG Leeroy. All y'all are awesome. Thank you for coming through, because y'all could have been like, I don't want to do this. I'm busy. I got things to do. but you was like, nah, cool. We'll roll through, chop it up, kick it for a second. So that's what's up. So, of course, before we get out of here, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. So you go on TikTok, you're going to get little baby versions, little short. Well, no, they got 10-minute stuff. So now you get a little bit more and a little bit teeny ones. You never know. You never know what you're going to get. But of course, glad y'all came through. Go in and like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Sharing is caring, yo. This is how, look, you know how the algorithm be trying to oppress us? You know what I'm saying? The algorithm, it don't be helping out the brothers and the sisters in the streets. Well, see, you can fight against that, because you can be like, you know what? I don't care if YouTube gonna share you. I'ma share you. You know what I'm saying? You can combat that. But
there we go.
Shouts out to everyone at San Diego. I will be there tomorrow. Unless you're watching this on Saturday, I will be there today. But I will be at room 23 ABC from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. covering that panel. Besides that, I will be meeting a whole bunch of people that live on the East Coast to take selfies and then get out of there. So, so DM me if you're there, and I might be able to see you because I will be walking around doing things. So with that said, oh, you want to, of course, you know who got, come on, I know you got to close the show. Every time hit, yep, hit, come on. You know who's up there. You see him on it, come on, I know, if you're listening podcast, you know who's about to get up here. Come on. I know, come on. Yeah,
Hey.
you know. So, what's up?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Say I love all y'all.
Love all y'all.
Say I'll holler at y'all later.
Y'all.
Say thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
All right, you ready to go? You ready to hit the, you gonna hit?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Black Comics.
We got Black Comics.
And we got Dope Beats.
Dope Beats.
What else we got? Pac Samson. Give a shout out to all the kids out there living it up.
How about
And
133 Art
133 Art
and Rent Party
and the Rent Party and the Rent Party.
Really Rent Party, but
Don't worry. Tell them don't worry about all that.
don't worry about it.
All right, you ready to hit him? Ready what? Going just a little bit. All right, this time's a real one. All right, 1, 2, 3, we go. Peace out, y'all. Peace out.
Okay. Thank you. I'll
You will remain in the past. Can I get a fucking yeah?
Good day, gentlemen. This is a pre-recorded briefing made prior to your departure, in which for security reasons of the highest importance has been known on board during the mission. Now that you are in Jupiter's space and the entire crew is revived, it can be told. 18 months ago, the first evidence of intelligent life off the Earth was discovered. It was buried 40 feet below the lunar surface, near the crater Patron. Except for a single, very powerful radio emission aimed at Jupiter, the 4-million-year-old black monolith has remained completely inert. Its origin and purpose still a total mystery.
You're listening to my daddy, All Gorilla